Hello everyone, Neil for T-Shares here, coming at you another strategy for TETRA, where we automate your DeFi. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Well, today, this one's all about the traders, because we're going to look at Phiat and Phamous, the lending and leverage trading protocols that will be available on Ethereum as well as Pulse Chain. And we're going to look at how TETRA can utilize this protocol's functionality to make you a better trader and to automate your leveraged positions. Okay, so let's see how TETRA can help traders utilize the Phiat and Phamous protocols to short and long trades. So what we'll do is we have our TETRA wallet going, and we have some strategies going on already. That's the assumption we'll make here. And in our strategies, we have some Pulse, some Coast, and some Hex, and some other coins. And our strategy is already running, but we want to, say, do some trading now, because we want to try our hand at longing a token. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Phiat and we're going to deposit some collateral in the protocol, in this case Pulse. And because we're depositing it, we want to make sure we maintain a safe load in the value range. And so we can have this set up in a drop down menu in TETRA to make sure we don't get too under collateralized when we borrow. In this case, we're going to borrow an asset, in this case a stable coin like Coast Coin. And we're going to set a stop loss condition within TETRA. So then when if the loan to value ratio drops below the safe threshold, we'll go ahead and exit our position and repay the loan and just take a loss. But we won't take too big of a loss but we want to make sure that we don't lose all our assets, okay? But well, before this probably happens, this will all be an automatic position, at least at this stage, that we will take that asset immediately and purchase, in this case, PulseX, because we think PulseX is going to go up in value. So we're going to take a long position. And so, in doing so, when this asset, we'll set a condition that when this asset value is greater than or equal to a target amount or percentage, then we'll sell it and then repay the loan, and then keep the difference. So as that condition is met, we'll sell and repay, and then move our profits back into our strategy, and then take our collateral plus any earned yield from depositing and put it back in strategy as well. And so here we've got, with a stop loss and a conditional exit at a certain point, we've now set up a long position, in this case PulseX. So that's just one side of it. But now what if we want to short something? Well, as been talked about by Buck and the guys at Phamous, we now have the option to short Hex, and that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do in this case is we're going to take our same collateral and we're going to deposit into Phiat. We're going to use Pulse. Now in this case, we know Pulse is a volatile asset, just like Hex. But we're going to take this and say, well, maybe we have a lot of Pulse, and we don't want to sell it straight up, but and maybe Pulse is pumping right now, so we're going to use it as collateral. But Hex we think is going to drop. Whatever reason we have a suspicion that we think Hex is going to drop in value in the near term. So again, we'll set up a safe loan to value range within the protocol, and then we're going to immediately borrow Hex and then trade it for stablecoin. Now, if this asset appreciates higher than expected, we're going to exit this position. So this will act as a stop loss well the other way. So if Hex all of a sudden shoots up in value, we'll go ahead and exit our position and pay back the loan and take our losses without losing every bit of our collateral, okay? And then, but since we're shorting it, we're expecting it to go down. And so we'll set our condition when the asset value is less than or equal to the target amount. Then we'll repay the loan like we did before and take the profits, go back in our strategy, and then redeem our collateral and put it back in and take any fees associated with it. So now as you see, this is a really basic long and short position that Phiat can do. And you can do this manually all day long, but it'll take time. And having stop losses set up in place, as well as range, maintaining your safe range, is a really valuable tool that TETRA can offer when doing these type of trades. Another thing we consider is you could have this set up where each of these actions will happen based upon, say, the time weighted average price of a token. So if we think, and we look at the price of PulseX and it's trending up, maybe we'll have it set up, it'll automatically take a portion of our main strategy and do this for us based upon that time weighted average price. And we see Hex on a downturn, same thing happened here. So TETRA can then manage and automatically deploy these type of trades for us without us having to interact with the protocols manually or even start them. Okay? And so that's not all, because Phamous and Phiat also will have an option for a thing called flash loans. If you're not familiar with flash loans and how they work, I'll have a video posted about them here in a minute in the video. But something else we can do also, though, is within this strategy, I can use CryptoSloths PHLP strategy that was on a previous video. You can check the links below. And it takes the yield-bearing assets from the Phamous and Phiat protocols and utilize them to earn yields, and then we can take those yields and go back into our main strategy or help support and pick up our collateralization in these main strategies. Either way. But now let's talk about flash loans. So if you see the link, it'll show you exactly how a flash loan and how I kind of designed this flash loan will operate. So what a flash loan does is allows you to borrow and repay the loan in a single block on the network. And so, because of the speed of computers and how things work, what we're going to do is I'm going to utilize this flash loan to do a stablecoin arbitration action for us. So we'll have TETRA set up and manage this in such a way that if we have to prepay our fees up front, which I'm pretty sure we'll do something like that for this to operate, then the flash loan will deploy based upon certain conditions. So we have some stables here. And so we got something like LUS, USDL, some DAI that's been brought in, and some PXDC, okay? And so what we're going to do is say whichever stablecoin has the biggest opportunity for arbitrage gains on multiple dexes, that is, TETRA will be able to search all this stuff and give us information we need, including any fees associated with it, that is TETRA fees as well as any fees to take out the flash loan. It will execute. So when these conditions are met, this will automatically execute. And so once the arbitration happens and we can buy one at a cheaper price and sell for a higher price, boom, it's done. So in that one block of time, this flash loan will happen based upon these conditions that are preset, and the loan will be paid back plus any fees, and then the difference of the arbitration will then be returned to our strategy. So that's the power of TETRA, and that's what we can be done and utilized on the network, in this case Pulse Chain, to maximize the potential of earnings in the Phiat and Phamous protocol. So like I said, I'll have a link to the strategy, to like the nuts and bolts of how a flash loan works. It was based upon the Aave model, and I also have a link to CryptoSloths strategy in detail how it functions, so you can kind of see how this goes together. But again, all this here can all be under one strategy block by itself. That is, you have a Phiat strategy block that does these things based upon certain conditions automatically in TETRA. So based upon the time weighted average pricing of certain tokens, you can either long or short, and then execute these things utilizing the Phamous and Phiat protocols. I hope you see how valuable TETRA can be on the Pulse Chain ecosystem by automating the trades that you wish to partake in on Phamous and Phiat. So no longer will traders be stuck to the computer looking at charts, worrying about when the price will move for them or against them, and when to cash out. TETRA will be able to manage all these things for you without a worry. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And in the description section, we have links to our Telegram chat. So we would invite you to come on and take a look and talk to us. We'll be glad to answer any questions about different strategies and or any other protocols, or even come up with your own strategy. Come join us, and as well as our main TETRA chat, as we explore the possibilities and the functionality of TETRA in the future. Well, that's it for today. This is Neil from T-Shares signing off with another strategy for TETRA. Have a nice day and take care.